family in Hairy Land. And we're the Hairy Fairies, telling all the stories
and singing in a band.
We had a little accident with our magic and turned the world hairy.
Oh, how tricky!
We ran out of spells in our hairy fairy tree,
but they don't care.
They love to be hairy. Ha-ha, Hairies, finding all the laughter in Hairy Land. Ma, Pa,
and Minnie,
and don't forget there's Nana
and Chihuahua, the hairy cat.
But up on the hill in Chateau Shampoo, there's Boris Boo-Hoo.
And Boise too.
Boris is trouble, you wait and see. But they don't care, they love to be hairy. Hairies.
Bet you can't guess what I want to do today.
Clean the treehouse?
Nope. Oh, hi! Can you help Quiff out here?
Please. Come on, we need a clue.
Okay. What does Nana Haha like doing most?
Ah, easy. Arty things. So, you want to do arty things, yes?
The other thing she loves best. Laughing! She loves laughing.
Okay, so you want us to laugh, I get it.
Hey, Quiff! Do you remember when Nana wanted everyone to laugh and do arty things?
Oh, yes.
Oh, listen to this. It's really funny. Well, it was a lovely sunny day at Nana's arty den.
And Nana was skipping around, looking at all her funny paintings and sculptures. Nana's art always makes her laugh. And, being Nana, she wanted everyone else to laugh at art too.
So Nana had written party invitations to everyone to come to her arty den.
They all had to bring a funny picture that would make you laugh.
This was the day of Nana's arty party.
So off she went to hand out her party invitations.
And soon she arrived at the Ha Ha Hairy's house. Everyone was so pleased.
She gave one invitation to Pa, one to Ma, and one to Minnie.
They'd love to come to her party.
Nana hurried off. She had one more delivery to make.
Up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone was painting. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo-Hoo, what's he gonna do? Yep, Boris had decided that he was an artist too, but he wasn't laughing at his picture.
Oh no! Boris was taking his painting very seriously.
We were watching from the hairy cactus tree.
And what do you suppose his picture was of?
Himself, of course.
Just then, Nana arrived.
Hi.
She took one look at Boris's picture and did this. I don't think he thinks it's funny.
Nope, this isn't going to end well.
Boris didn't like Nana laughing at his painting. Not one hairy bit.
But Nana wasn't trying to be mean. She just thought it was the funniest painting she'd ever seen.
She laughed so much, she began to rise. Up, up, up she went.
And we panicked because we thought she'd see us.
Watch out, she's coming.
But luckily, down she went again and landed with a bump.
Then she gave Boris and Boise an invitation to her arty party.
She told Boris to bring his funny picture. Everyone was bringing a funny picture.
Boise really wanted to go to Nana's arty party and have some fun.
Boris said that no way would he go. His picture was not funny.
He told Boise that if he wanted to paint a funny picture and go to the party, then fine.
So off went Boise to find Minnie.
and we decided to follow Nana to the arty den.
Follow me round Hairyland, round Hairyland.
I am Quick,
And I am Wiggy with a hairy
Fairy Band. Nana had just finished making a huge hairy berry cake for the arty party.
We popped up in the window box to see what was going on.
Yum!
It was nearly time for everyone to arrive.
Nana had made a big sculpture. It was covered in a sheet. She couldn't wait to show it to the Ha-Ha Hairies. It was sure to make them laugh.
She decided to take a little Nana nap before the others turned up.
And we decided to take a look at some of her funny pictures while she was napping. Meanwhile, back at Chateau Shampoo, Boris was feeling much better.
He didn't need to go to a naughty party.
But he did wonder what might be going on at Nana's arty den. So he picked up his hairy stary to have a look.
Boris suddenly saw the hairy berry cake.
And he was very excited.
Boris didn't want to go and laugh at Art,
He didn't want to have fun at a party.
but he did so want some hairy berry cake.
What he needed was a plan. Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
And his plan was to take his picture to the party and let everyone laugh at it. At least he'd get cake.
Nana was still napping when Boris arrived.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, so bad I can hardly bear to watch. Nobody else was there yet.
Maybe he could just grab the cake and go.
Boris was just about to reach the cake when... Boris quickly hid.
Nana was late. There were things to do. She picked up the cake and took it outside.
What was Boris going to do now? He couldn't get the cake and he was stuck behind the sculpture.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now it was time for Nana to move her sculpture outside.
But then she saw Boris.
Nana thought it was hilarious. Oh, good old Boris.
Yes, good old Boris had come to the arty party after all.
Boris picked up his picture.
Nana was so pleased he'd brought his funny pants. Time for us to go outside, I think.
Yep, that's where the fun will be. Boris had helped Nana take her sculpture outside.
The Ha-Ha Hairies were about to arrive, so Nana told Boris to hide.
Then everyone turned up with their pictures.
Ma and Pa had done a funny picture of the Flufferpuffer Poo.
Minnie had done a funny picture of the hairy hoglet.
And Boise had done a funny picture of Chateau Shampoo.
Now it was time for Nana to show them her hilarious sculpture.
It was a giant, hairy cucumber.
Everyone thought it was hilarious.
But Nana shushed them.
She had another surprise.
What could it be? What was it?
It was this.
The Ha-Ha Hairies laughed so much.
Good old Boris. He'd made Nana's sculpture even funnier.
Nana wanted to show everyone Boris's picture, but Boris was only really interested in the cake.
He couldn't bear it any longer. He went to grab the picture off Nana.
And accidentally sat in the cake.
The cakes are over his bottom.
Shush.
Bottom. Boris had sat in the cage just to make them laugh. He was such a good sport.
This was the best arty party Hairyland had ever seen.
So they decided to celebrate in the way that only the Ha-Ha Hairies know how.
Shake, you're gonna shake, 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 shake. You wanna shake, 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 shake. Get ready to shake, 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 shake. You're with me. Do the hairy shake with me. And you shake it up high, and you shake it to the ground.
And you shake it to the side, and you shake around.
Then you shake your fingers, and you shake your feet. And you do the hairy shake, do the hairy shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me. Do the hairy shake with me.
So Boris didn't get any cake, but he made everyone laugh.
Yep.
And that's what you want to do today then? Laugh.
Yep. I'm going to make you laugh.
Uh-huh. So, how are you going to make me laugh then, Wiggy?
Easy. I'm going to tickle you.
But I'm not ticklish.
Bet you are.
But I'm not.
Let's see, shall we? Coming to get you.
Oh, no, stop!
The Ha-Ha Hairies. The Ha-Ha Hairies.
I'm in the mood for a hilarious story today. Any ideas, Quiff?
Hey.
Oh, hello. I think Quiff's found something interesting.
Yep, I have. A hairy berry.
A hairy berry? Is that all? Hairyland is full of hairy berries.
But this one's blue, Wiggy. And hairy berries are usually brown. This is a very rare thing.
You just made me think of a hilarious story.
Have I?
Yep, all about a very rare and precious thing.
Oh, you mean the
Don't tell them. I'm telling them, okay? Okay. One day in Hairyland, when the hairy sun was high in the hairy sky.
Pa was doing some gardening.
And we were watching from the hairy pear tree.
Pa was very happy. But then Pa's always happy. You know Pa.
It's Pa!
It's Pa. It's Pa.
It's Pa! He's one big ha-ha-ha. Whatever he does,
Wherever he goes,
there's a ha-ha-ha.
And everyone knows
It's
it's
Pa!
Pa with his ha.
He's a ha-ha-ha from the top of his head to the tip of his hairy toes.
That's Pa! Suddenly, Pa saw something that made him go,
And that something was this.
a crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
Crimpy crawlies usually have yellow crests, but this one was crimson. So it was a very rare and precious thing.
Pa called for Ma and Minnie.
And he showed them the very rare and precious creature.
They were very excited. Oh yes, this was the day Pa found a Crimpy Crawly.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone was dreaming. Can you guess who? Boris Boo-hoo, what's he gonna do?
Yes, Boris was dreaming of having lots of money.
And how could he make lots of money without having to work?
He picked up the hairy stary to see if he could get an idea.
And Boris saw Minnie holding the Crimpy Crawly.
He was very excited. He handed the hairy stary to Boise.
And he had an idea.
If he had a very rare and precious Crimpy Crawly as a pet, people would come from all over Hairyland to see it.
And would pay him lots of money.
Boris told Boise to go and get Minnie to bring the Crimpy Crawly to Chateau Shampoo.
Boise couldn't wait. Any excuse to go and visit Minnie.
Boo! So off he went.
Shut up!
Boris was very pleased with his plan.
Meanwhile, back in the Ha Ha Harry's garden, they were still admiring the Crimpy Crawly.
And at that moment, who should arrive?
Nana Ha Ha and Chiwa Ha Ha.
Minnie showed Nana the Crimpy Crawly.
And Nana said that Crimpy Crawlies live in the Forest of Frizz.
Which meant this little creature was lost.
He's lost! Lost!
Oh, don't get all upset, Wiggy. Look.
They all decided to take the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly home to the Forest of Frizz.
Throw!
And just then, who do you think arrived?
Boise!
Pa told everyone to get into the Fluffapuffa poo, and that Boise could come too.
Can we go too, Chris?
You bet we can.
Boise had forgotten he was meant to be getting the Crimpy Crawly for Boris.
Off we all went to the Forest of Frizz to take the little creature home.
They huff a trot through the Forest of Frizz. Oh, they're going on a journey in the Fluffapuffa poo. Poo, poo, zoom, zoom, whiz, whiz. Poo, poo, zoom, zoom, whiz, whiz. Now back at Chateau Shampoo, Boris was getting impatient. Why hadn't Boise arrived with Minnie and the Crimpy Crawly?
He looked through the hairy starey, and that's when he saw them all.
In the Forest of Frizz!
Boo! How was Boris going to get hold of the Crimpy Crawly now?
He needed a plan.
Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs to plan a big surprise.
He needs to plan his next disguise.
What'll it be? What'll it be? Fergus Fauna, the hairy wildlife man.
Meanwhile, in the Forest of Frizz, the Ha Ha Harrys were trying to decide where to leave the little Crimpy Crawly.
We were watching from a frizzy tree.
Would he be happy over here or over there?
Just then, somebody turned up.
Who's that?
Can't you guess? Boris!
Oh, I knew that.
Boris told them he was Fergus Fauna, the hairy wildlife man.
The Ha Ha Harrys were very impressed. Pa introduced the family one at a time.
Ma ha ha. Minnie ha ha. Nana ha ha. And finally, Boise Boo Hoo and Chihuahua.
Chihuahua knew that Fergus Fauna was really Boris Boo Hoo in disguise.
And he guessed that Boris was after the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
Fergus Fauna said he knew the perfect place to leave the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
So deep into the forest they went.
Do you think Boris is going to try to get them lost?
Is the sun hairy? You've got it, Wiggy.
But won't Boris get lost himself?
I think he's got a plan. Watch.
And Boris did have a plan. He was dropping hairy berries to leave a trail so he could find his way out of the forest. We're going deep, deep, deep into the forest.
Deep, deep, deep into the forest of Frizz.
Everyone's being led by Boris. And that's what Boris's clever plan is. But clever Chiwa saw what Boris was doing.
And Boris carried on going deep into the forest and laying a trail of hairy berries so he'd be able to find his way out again by following the trail.
And the Ha Ha Harrys tippy-toed behind him. But all's not lost, don't
deep into the forest of risk. There's lots of trouble ahead for Boris. And that's what Chihuahua's clever plan is.
The Ha-Ha Harrys were now deep in the forest of Risk.
Fergus Fauna told them that this was where they had to leave the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
Fergus said they must all go. He would stay behind for a few moments just to watch the little creature crawl out of the basket.
So the Harrys did as he said, and at last Boris had the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
Now all he had to do was follow the trail of hairy berries and he'd be out of the forest in no time.
He looked for the trail, but he couldn't see any hairy berries.
Suddenly, he ran as fast as he could.
The Ha-Ha Harrys came back when they heard...
Down and lifted it up, and the little rare and precious Crimpy Crawly crawled out and made its way towards the bushes.
The Ha-Ha Harrys were lost too. But did they care? They did not. Because clever Chihuahua could find his way anywhere.
So they all followed Chihuahua back to the Flufferpufferpoop.
And funnily enough, the Ha-Ha Harrys never saw Fergus Fauna the hairy wildlife man ever again.
I guess Boris must have found his way out in the end.
Oh, yes. But he never got a Crimpy Crawly.
Are we going to stare at that hairy berry or are we going to eat it?
Oh, we can't eat it. It's a rare and precious thing, Wiggy.
Not as rare as the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly.
It might be. I've never seen another blue hairy berry.
Not as beautiful as the crimson-crested Crimpy Crawly, then.
It's beautiful to me.
I think it's so beautiful that we should eat it.
The Ha-Ha Harrys. The Ha-Ha Harrys.
Oh, well, Wiggy, I'm always glad to get back to the hairy fairy tree after an adventure. What's that smell?
Hi! Can you smell what we can smell? I've got it! It's the sweet-smelling frilly-fuzz flower. That's what, Quiff. Hey! There's a whole patch of them right there in the curly-swirly meadow.
Oh, the rarest flowers in Hairyland growing right there in the meadow. Hey, that reminds me. Do you want to hear a story about the frilly-fuzz flowers?
Of course they do. Well, one day we were flying around Hairyland on our Popper Picky looking for adventure. Popper Picky,
Popper me round Hairyland.
round Hairyland.
I am Quick.
And I am Wiggy
With a hairy fairy band.
In the Ha-Ha Harry's garden, Ha-Ha-Ha was in an extra specially happy mood.
Because he'd grown these.
Frilly-fuzz flowers.
Just then, we landed in the flower bed. Pa had grown the frilly-fuzz flowers from seeds.
And today he was going to plant them in his garden.
Yes, this was the day Pa planted the frilly-fuzz flowers.
The bristly whistler in the hairy pear tree was proud of Pa.
Oh, Ma was proud of Pa.
Even Chihuahua was proud of Pa.
Now, up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone else could smell them. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo-hoo, what's he gonna do? Boris wanted to know what the lovely smell was, so he grabbed his hairy stary and looked out of the window.
He saw the frilly-fuzz flowers.
Oh, yes. Boris thought that the rare, sweet-smelling frilly-fuzz flowers would make him lots of money.
But how? What Boris needed now was a plan.
Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs a plan, a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be? Frilly-fuzz flower soap! That's what Boris could make from the frilly-fuzz flowers.
Frilly-fuzz soap makes bath-time fun. Lots of lovely bubbles for everyone.
Use it in the bath.
Use it in the shower.
You'll smell as sweet as a frilly-fuzz flower.
You will, oh yeah, you will, you will. Oh, you'll smell as sweet as a frilly-fuzz flower.
So now he had to get hold of the flowers. The only problem was Chihuahua was in the garden, and Boris hates Chihuahua.
So he rang the Boise bell.
Which wasn't a cool idea because...
That happened.
Boris told Boise to go and ask the Ha-Ha Hairies if he could take Chihuahua for a walk.
Boise didn't know why Boris wanted him to do this. But he was very happy to do it anyway.
Back in the Ha-Ha Hairies' garden, Ma and Pa were wondering where to plant the frilly-fuzz flowers.
Ah! The flower bed! Of course! Quiz, we're in the flower bed.
Not for much longer, we're not. Hold on tight.
I am.
We took off on our Papa Picky and landed in the window box.
And Pa started to plant his frilly-fuzz flowers.
While Ma and Pa admired the frilly-fuzz flowers, Boise arrived.
Ma was always pleased to see Boise.
Could he take Chihuahua for a walk? Of course he could.
If Boise takes Chihuahua for a walk, Boris will be able to get the flowers.
Yeah, that's Boris's plan, Wiggy.
I don't like Boris's plan. So off went Boise and Chihuahua.
And we were right about Boris's plan.
Because just then, he came tippy-toeing into the garden.
Oh, miss.
He started to dig, but someone was watching.
The Bristly Whistler. And she didn't like it one bit.
Boris knew that Ma and Pa would come out any minute because the Bristly Whistler was making such a terrible noise.
And he was right.
Pa saw that someone had been digging in the flower bed.
He looked around for somewhere safer to plant the flowers.
Ma pointed to the window box. We're in the window box, Quiz.
Not for long, we're not.
While Pa got his spade, we did this.
Whoops!
Soon, the flowers were in the window box.
As Ma and Pa went inside, Boris came tippy-toeing out again. But then he heard...
It was Nana!
Nana admired the frilly-fuzz flowers and even picked one. Then in she went.
And out came Boris again.
Meanwhile, in the curly swirly meadow, Boise was having a lovely time with Chihuahua.
And it was about to get even lovelier. 'Cause who should arrive but...
Minnie-Ha-Ha! And you know what Boise's like when he sees Minnie?
He dropped Chihuahua's lead. And off Chihuahua ran.
And off they went after him. Boris had got all the flowers into the wheelbarrow, but then who should he hear but...
Chihuahua!
Boris went into a panic. The kind of panic that makes you hide in a furry fir cone tree.
Then Chihuahua and Minnie and Boise arrived.
And Ma and Pa and Nana came out to see why Chihuahua was barking.
They all saw the frilly fuzz flowers.
Who could be trying to get them?
Ma said that they needed Chihuahua to guard the flowers.
And that's when Pa had a brilliant idea about where to put them.
Three cheers for Pa! Hip hip!
Shush!
Boris thought it was a terrible idea.
Because Pa had planted the frilly fuzz flowers here!
On Chihuahua's doggy den! Now Chihuahua can guard them all the time.
Oh, that is so cool!
3 cheers for...
Shush!
They all went inside again. But Boris was furious.
He couldn't have the flowers, but maybe he could have the seeds.
He ran to the table and grabbed the seeds.
Then he ran as fast as his skinny malingly legs would carry him.
The others all came out because they'd heard Chihuahua barking again.
What a great frilly fuzz flower guard dog he was.
Boris ran as fast as he could through the curly swirly meadow.
He was going to grow his own frilly fuzz flowers and make frilly fuzz flower soap. He was so pleased with himself.
But not for long.
He spilt all the seeds.
Which is why there's a big patch of frilly fuzz flowers in the curly swirly meadow. I'm going in for a nap, Quiz. You'd better go and guard the frilly fuzz flowers.
Really?
Yep.
Why not you?
Because you can bark better than me.
No, I can't.
You can?
I so can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
You'll be calling me Chihuahua Quiz next.
Maybe I will because I've heard you bark. Do it in your sleep.
Oh, go on then. Tell me.
Let's play hide and seek.
Hide and seek. Yay!
Hello. Do you want to play too?
Oh, I warn you, Wiggy's very good at finding people.
I so am. Come on, Quiz. I'm the finder and you're the hider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quiz, you're not hiding.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about a story about hide and seek.
I know the one. I know it.
Yeah, so do I.
It doesn't start with hide and seek, though. This story starts in Chateau Shampoo with someone you know. Can you guess who?
Boris Boo-hoo, what's he gonna do? Boris and Boise were in the garden playing bat and ball.
And we were watching from the hairy cactus tree.
While Boise was fetching the ball, Boris sneaked a fruity fur ball. They're his favourite sweets.
And he hates sharing them.
Just then, somebody turned up at the gate. Can you guess who?
Bye-bye! Minnie Ha-Ha!
Boise is always pleased to see Minnie.
But Boris is never pleased to see Chihuahua.
Because Chihuahua can always sniff out when Boris is hiding something.
Like fruity fur balls.
Boise and Minnie thought Boris was playing a game with Chihuahua, but they were so wrong.
Chihuahua chased Boris into the hairy cactus tree. He wasn't giving up. He'd smelled those fruity fur balls.
Oh yes, this was turning out to be the day Chihuahua followed his nose.
Minnie couldn't resist a fruity fur ball while Boise made a big fuss of Chihuahua. He was the cleverest dog in Hairyland. Well, you know what he's like. Chihuahua.
Chihuahua,
What a special dog you are.
you're cuddly and you're clever.
And as bouncy as the spring.
You can dance,
You can prance.
you can sing.
Wah, 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 wah. Oh, Chihuahua, Chihuahua. What a special dog you are. Suddenly, Boise had an idea. He asked Minnie if he could look after Chihuahua for just one night.
Minnie said yes, no problem.
But Boris said, no hairy way.
Boise pleaded with his dad, but Boris still said no. He was far too tired to look after dogs.
Boise felt very sad, but Minnie knew just how to cheer him up.
She invited him to play hide and seek in the Forest of Briz.
So off they went with the fruity fur balls.
Boris was furious. He'd had enough of Chihuahua, the cleverest dog in Hairyland. He'd show who was the cleverest dog in Hairyland.
But now, Boris needed a plan.
Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be? What'll it be? And the plan was this.
Boris was on the hairy howler to the dog's home. He told them to bring him the cleverest dog they could find.
Boris is going to get a dog?
But if Boris was going to get a dog, he would need some doggy things.
So he looked through his hairy stairy.
Of course, the Ha-Ha Hairy's garden was full of doggy things.
But they all belonged to Chihuahua.
There was no time to lose. Boris rushed to his clatterbanger.
He was off to the Ha-Ha Hairy's garden.
Shall we follow?
Yep, to the Papa Piggy. When we arrived in the Ha-Ha Hairy's garden,
Slow down!
we landed in the bumblebee bush.
Then Boris arrived and parked his clatterbanger.
He tippy-toed towards Chihuahua's things.
And picked up Chihuahua's rug, his bowl, his squeaky toys, a big bone and a ball.
Then he ran back to the clatterbanger and loaded it up.
Now all he needed was Chihuahua's doggy den.
If only Chihuahua was here.
Nobody's here.
We're here.
You know what I mean, Wiggy.
But he couldn't shift it. playing hide and seek with Boise.
It was Boise's turn to be the seeker. And soon he found Chiwa and Pa and Ma and Nana.
Then Minnie decided to play a trick on him. And she did this.
The Ha-Ha Hairies laughed and laughed.
But now it was time to go home.
Boris was already back at Chateau Shampoo.
He'd tied the doggy den to his platter bag and towed it all the way up the hill. So he was very tired.
Now he had Chihuahua's doggy things, all he needed was his new dog.
But where was it? It should have arrived by now.
Soon the Ha-Ha Hairies arrived home. Ma, Pa, Minnie, Nana, Chihuahua.
And Boise.
Chihuahua started barking. Something was wrong.
His doggy things were missing.
His blanket, his bowl, his doggy den.
But Chihuahua had an idea where all his things were. He was going to sniff them out.
And everyone decided to follow.
Sniff, sniff, sniff.
Back at Chateau Shampoo, Boris Boohoo was still waiting for his new dog to turn up.
And then he heard this.
His new dog had arrived! But then he recognised that bark. It wasn't his new dog, it was Chihuahua.
Boris went into a panic.
The kind of panic that makes you hide in a doggy den.
Hooray! It's Chihuahua! Come to save the day!
Stop jumping, Wiggy! You'll make me fall!
The Ha-Ha Hairies couldn't understand why all Chihuahua's doggy things were in Boris Boohoo's garden.
But then Boise worked it out. Oh, his dad must have changed his mind about looking after Chihuahua.
And Minnie worked it out. He'd brought all Chihuahua's things here to make him feel at home.
How kind and thoughtful of Boris, they thought. But where was he?
Chihuahua had sniffed something out. What could it be?
It was Boris.
Boo! What was Boris doing there, they wondered. And then they laughed. It must be one of Boris's jokes. Good old Boris.
Boise was so happy he couldn't stop thanking his dad for letting him look after Chihuahua.
And Boris had to pretend this had been his plan all along.
It was time for the Ha-Ha Hairies to go. They hoped Boris, Boise and Chihuahua would have lots of fun together.
Boo!
So, Chris, did Boris ever get the new dog he'd ordered?
Nope. He got straight on the hairy howler and cancelled it.
I'm glad. Boris Boohoo is way too lazy to look after a dog. Oh, so how about that game of hide and seek? I'm the finder, remember? I'll count to 30 and you hide.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10.
Wiggy, you're missing out numbers. No, that's cheating.
21.
Wiggy, you won't play if you cheat. Can you hear me, Wiggy? The Ha-Ha Hairies. The Ha-Ha Hairies.
Chris, are you going to be tuning your guitar all day?
No, it won't be long. I can't play all our songs unless it sounds right.
Hello.
Oh, Hi. See? Said it wouldn't be long. So, Wiggy, what did you want me for?
I need your help. I'm trying to make my hair go all sticky-uppy like this.
Oh, you need some gooey hair goo for that.
I know, but I've run out.
Hey, Wiggy, you've just made me think of a hilarious story. The one about...
I know. Ready? You love this. It was a very special day in Hairyland. And Mahaha was doing everyone's hair.
They wanted their hair to look as wacky as possible today.
Because this was the day for hilarious hair.
But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone had other plans. Can you guess who? Boris Boohoo! What's he gonna do?
Boris had made some glittery, gooey hair gel.
And he was hoping he was going to make lots of money on Hilarious Hair Day out of his Boohoo Glitter Goo. Boohoo Glitter Goo, the new hair goo for you. Wear your hair in a pointy spike.
Stick it up however you like.
Boohoo Glitter Goo, the new hair goo for you.
I'd like some Boohoo Glitter Goo.
I bet you would.
I'd only need a teeny tiny bit.
Boris told Boise he wanted him to sell the Boohoo Glitter Goo. He was going to take all the tubs to the Curly Swirly Meadow and set up a stall.
Boris gave Boise his piggy bank to put all the money in. And off Boise went.
Shall we go with Boise or stay with Boris?
Oh, let's go with Boise.
Now, how was Boris going to get people to buy his glitter goo? He needed a plan. Boris needs a plan. He needs a plan as quick as he can. He needs to plan a big surprise.
He needs to plan his next disguise.
What'll it be? What'll it be?
Flash Floppy Mop, the famous Hairyland film star.
Boris made his way to the Ha-Ha Hairy's house.
And found a good hiding place.
Ma was trying to make Pa's hair go all sticky-uppy for Hilarious Hair Day, and she wasn't having much luck.
This was the perfect moment for Boris Boohoo to make his move.
The Ha-Ha Hairies helped their visitor to his feet.
They couldn't believe it. It was... No, surely it couldn't be. Yes, it was. It was Flash Floppy Mop.
Flash Floppy Mop was the Ha-Ha Hairies' favourite film star of all time. They made a great fuss of him.
Especially Nana.
Look at his hair.
So gorgeous, so glittery, so sticky-uppy.
All thanks to Boris Boohoo Glitter Goo. Boohoo Glitter Goo, the new hair goo for you.
Flash Floppy Mop pointed in the direction of the Curly Swirly Meadow.
So off they went to Boise's stall to buy some glitter goo.
Ma, Pa, Minnie and Nana Ha-Ha. That was full sail sorted. Things were going so well.
Boise hadn't sold a single tub of glitter goo yet.
We were in the Wifty Wafty tree, looking out for customers.
Anyone coming, Wiggy?
Nope. Yes!
It was Minnie Ha-Ha! Boise was so pleased to see Minnie, he did this. The Ha-Ha Hairies weren't sure which colour glitter goo to choose, so they decided to buy one each.
Ha-ha-ha started searching in his pockets for some money.
But Boise stopped him. The Ha-Ha Hairies didn't have to pay for their boohoo glitter goo. They were friends.
Ma gave Boise a kiss on the cheek.
And Nana gave Boise a kiss on the cheek.
I said Boise would give the Ha-Ha Hairies the glitter goo for free.
No, you didn't.
Well, I said it in my head.
Then Boise decided to give them even more tubs of boohoo glitter goo.
Oh, how kind of him.
Ma, Pa and Nana Ha-Ha hurried off with the boohoo glitter goo.
But Minnie stayed behind with Boise.
She was very proud of him for being so kind. So proud that she gave him a kiss on the cheek too.
Boise was so shocked, he fell over.
While Minnie was looking after him, Flash Floppy Mop came tippy-toeing in.
He'd come to see how Boise was doing.
The good news was there weren't many tubs of boohoo glitter goo left.
The bad news was the piggy bank was empty. Boise had given them all away for free.
Boris was furious. If you need a job doing, do it yourself.
I said Boris wouldn't like Boise giving the glitter goo away.
No, you didn't. You definitely didn't.
Well, I'm saying it now.
Boris got onto his clatterbanger and pedalled off.
Boise was feeling much better. Time to get back to selling glitter goo.
But all the glitter goo had disappeared.
Flash Floppy Mop had made off with it in the clatterbanger.
Minnie and Boise ran after it as fast as they could.
And we decided to follow them on our popularity.
Boris was on his way to Hairy Town to sell the last tubs of boohoo glitter goo.
Of course, he had forgotten he was still dressed as Flash Floppy Mop.
But Minnie and Boise were after him, calling, "Stop, thief! Stop, thief!"
Boris was trying to get away, but he couldn't pedal fast enough. Then this happened.
Minnie stopped the clatterbanger, and Boris decided to make a run for it.
Now it was Boise's turn to be proud of Minnie. She'd been so brave.
We followed Boris back to Chateau Shampoo.
There he was, back in his normal clothes.
We landed in the hairy cactus tree.
Then in came Boise and Minnie on the clatterbanger.
Boise told Boris the whole story about Flash Floppy Mop stealing the clatterbanger and Minnie Ha-Ha saving the day.
Boise knew Boris would want to say a big thank you to Minnie.
By giving her even more boohoo glitter goo.
So off went Boise and Minnie to get ready for Hilarious Hair Day.
Leaving Boris with nothing.
Boo!
Before long, back at the Ha-Ha Hairies house, Boise and Minnie's hair was all glittery, sticky-uppy, and hilarious.
That turned out to be one of the best hilarious hair days ever. The Ha-Ha Hairies' hair looked great covered in boohoo glitter goo.
I know! It was all sticky-uppy and glittery. Just like I want my hair to be. Quiff, my hair. You said you'd help.
Did I? I'm not sure I did, but anyway, yes, of course I'll help you. Wiggy's hungry, as usual. I bet she's going to say she needs a fruity fur ball.
I need a fruity fur ball.
Told you.
Oh no! They've all gone!
She's eaten them all, that's why.
Quiff, why didn't you say your friends were here? Hello. Sorry.
Hey, Wiggy, remember that time Boris Boohoo had a bag of fruity fur balls?
Yes?
Well, if you tell our friends the story, it might take your mind off the hunger thing.
Really? Okay. It all started with Nana Ha-Ha. She was very busy in her arty den.
Well, you know what Nana Ha-Ha's like.
Nana's a hairy land artist. Nana can draw like a dream.
She can spray, she can glue,
She can do collage too.
and sometimes she paints with ice cream.
Yes, ice cream.
Nana's always laughing.
But if she goes too far, she lifts off her toes and up she goes. Up goes Nana.
Up goes Nana, up goes Nana Ha-Ha. And today, Nana had been making pots.
We were hiding behind the arty things, watching.
Nana Ha-Ha was so happy she was skipping about. She loved her pots.
Nana picked up her favourite pot and put it on the windowsill to dry in the sun.
Yes, this was the day Nana went potty with pots. But up on the hill at Chateau Shampoo, someone else was excited. Can you guess who? Boris Boohoo! What's he gonna do?
Boris was in his garden and he had a big bag of fruity fur balls.
Just then, Boise turned up.
Boise wanted a fruity fur ball too, but Boris didn't want to share.
Then Boise felt sad.
So Boris had to offer him one.
While Boise was choosing a fruity fur ball, who do you think arrived at the gate?
Minnie Ha-Ha!
And you know what happens when Boise sees Minnie?
Boris was cross. There were fruity fur balls everywhere and the bag was in the pond.
Minnie and Boise went off to play.
Now Boris needed somewhere to keep his fruity fur balls.
Somewhere safe where nobody would find them.
He picked up his hairy stary. And he saw Nana Ha-Ha's pot.
That would make the perfect hiding place for his fruity fur balls.
Boris didn't waste a second. He stuffed the fruity fur balls into the clatterbanger and went off to Nana's arty gate. Clatterbanger's coming down the hill with a clatterbanger, bing, a bangity boo. Clatterbanger's coming down the hill, and what is Boris going to do?
In no time at all, Boris reached the orchard. He parked his clatterbanger near Nana's arty den.
He was going to grab the pot off the windowsill.
Nana was decorating her pots when who should she see at the window?
Boris Boohoo!
Nana rushed to open the door, so Boris had to come in.
Nana asked Boris what he was doing with her pot.
Boris told her he'd just stopped to admire it. So bright, so colourful, and so hairy.
Nana showed him all her other pots.
If he liked pots so much, he could help her decorate them.
This wasn't Boris's plan at all.
We've got to see this, Wiggy.
So Nana Ha-Ha gave Boris an art lesson. Going potty,
Going potty,
pot, pot, potty with pots.
going stripy.
Maybe spotty,
Let's make lots and lots.
going potty,
Going potty. Feathers and fabric and glue.
We'll do zigzag.
We'll do dotty.
Purple and orange and blue.
All the colours of the rainbow painted in swirly twirly swirls.
Then if you care to add some hair, you can cover your pot in curls.
In curls?
Yes, curls.
Pots for boys and girls.
Going potty.
Going potty.
There's so much we can do. 'Cause I'm potty about these pots.
And pot
Potty about you.
Nana was so pleased with the pots. She gave Boris a huge ha-ha hairy hug.
Boris was pleased with the pots too. Now he wanted all of them. He could hide all kinds of things in these, and not just fruity fur balls.
But Nana told Boris she was going to give the pots away to all her hairy land friends.
So if Boris was going to get his hands on all Nana's pots, he needed a plan.
Boris needs a plan, he needs a plan as quick as he can.
He needs a plan, he needs it quick.
He needs to plan a clever trick.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
And Boris Boohoo's plan was this.
He told Nana he would take all the pots and give them to her hairy land friends.
Nana was delighted. How kind of Boris.
Now we were in the hairy apple tree.
I know what Boris Boohoo is up to. He's going to drive off with all of Nana's pots. And her friends won't get anything.
Don't worry, Wiggy. It'll be okay.
We didn't need to worry because Nana decided she was coming with Boris.
And we decided to follow them on our popper picking.
Picky, popper me round hairy land.
Round hairy land.
I am Quick.
And I am Wiggy
With a hairy fairy band.
Boris's pedalling was very slow, so we got to the Ha Ha Hairy's house first.
Nobody saw us landing in the bumblebee bush.
The Ha Ha Hairies were very happy to see Nana and Boris. And even happier when Nana gave them one of her pots.
Ma passed it to Pa.
Pa passed it to Minnie.
Bye, Pa. And Minnie passed it to Boise.
Nana was so happy.
This was Boris Boohoo's chance to make off with the rest of the pots.
Suddenly, Nana realised Boris had left without her. She wanted to come too.
And so did we.
Boris set off up the hill to Chateau Shampoo. Clatter-banger, binga-bonga, bumpety-bump. Nana couldn't catch up.
Soon, Boris was back at Chateau Shampoo. He jumped off the clatterbanger.
And we landed in the hairy cactus tree. Boris went to get the pots out.
But all the bumpety bumping had smashed them to pieces.
At that moment, Nana Ha Ha turned up. And what did she do when she saw all the broken pots?
She laughed and laughed and laughed.
Then Nana saw all Boris's fruity fur balls. And she had one of her arty ideas.
But she needed kind Boris Boohoo's help again.
So back they went to her arty den. And soon they'd made
This!
a mosaic picture using all the broken pieces of pot.
And Nana had eaten all the fruity fur balls and stuck the wrappers on the picture.
Boris was furious.
This wasn't his plan at all.
So, has that story stopped you feeling hungry?
Nope. It's made me feel even more hungry. My tummy's going all...
Good job I'd saved a fruity fur ball then.
Oh, Quiff! For me?
Yep, for you.
Oh, for me?
Well, I wouldn't mind a tiny bite. Fruity fur balls are the best.
Wow, the best ever. Thanks, Quiff.